Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24. Thank you for joining us for another unboxing and another Marvel Champions Hero Pack opening. This time we have the hero Valkyrie, and we're going to open this up and just run through some of the cards that are in the deck. So as always, these are in the nice blister pack. Comes with the character sheet to walk through any additional special keywords and the nice poster on the back. Okay, so let's get straight into Valkyrie's deck. Now we have been waiting a little while for this to land, obviously with shipping issues and also stock shortages and stuff like that. It's been quite difficult to get hold of, but really glad we have it here. So straight away we have got Valkyrie. Let's get in there for her. So she has her Death Perception, and as a hero action, play the set aside Death Glow upgrade as if it were in your hand. So we'll, which is this upgrade here, which way you can attach it to an enemy. And when it's defeated, set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie defeated that enemy, ready her. So it's going to be a really nice minion, or I say even minion, could go to any enemy, and nice to be able to really get that final blow in on a stage of a villain. That's going to be really, really nice. And Valkyrie is Brunhild, so nice full recovery, a hand size of 6 and a hit points of 12. During setup, set the Death Glow upgrade out of play. You'll see there it comes in from the hero side. And not this day, action, detach Death Glow and set it aside out of play. So you don't have to go and attack your previous target, you can go and fetch it at a later time. So that's the setup style with Valkyrie. So let's go through actual cards. So we have the ally Annabelle Wiggs. As an alt rego action, exhaust her and search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Valkyrie card, add it to your hand and shuffle the rest back into your deck. So that's quite nice. I'm not going to be doing too much support in regards to thwarting an attack, and being 2, not going to be able to take much in the way of being beaten down by some of the villains. We have a support of Valhalla in Asgard. It's 2 cost. After Valkyrie attacks and defeats the enemy that has Death Glow attached, exhaust Valhalla, draw 1 card and heal 1 damage for Valkyrie. So she really wants to be going after a lot of minions probably, and also getting that last hit on the villain if possible. And what would Valkyrie be without a spear? So 1 cost and it's restricted. Valkyrie gets +1 defense, +2 if defending against an enemy with Death Glow. So that Death Glow is going to be really important to us. We also have Dragon Fang, again restricted, and Valkyrie will get +1 attack and +2 with the Death Glow. An upgrade of Aragorn, and Valkyrie gets +4 hit points and gains the aerial trait, which is really nice. Really wanted to bring some more generic stuff out with the aerial trait. A lot of heroes have been getting it, and it'd just be nice to see them get that support. Then we have 2 copies of Flight of the Valkyrie. After the enemy with Death Glow is defeated, discard Flight of the Valkyrie, remove 5 threat from a scheme. So again, really coming back to that Death Glow. An event of Visit Valhalla. Alter Ego action, return Valkyrie card to your discard pile to your hand. And then we have the 2 copies of Chooser of the Slain. So search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play, engage with you, draw 2 cards. Very similar to some of the actions from Thor, but obviously then being able to attach that Death Glow, really picking and choosing your minion will be quite handy. 2 copies of Shield Maiden. Now, a lot of people have commented on the artwork on this one being a slightly different style, and it's really quite nice. A 1 cost event, Hero Interrupt. When the enemy with Death Glow attached attacks, declare Valkyrie the defender without exhausting her, and she gets +2 defense for this attack. So really going after those people that you're attacking that Death Glow to. And then 3 copies of Have At Thee. 3 cost event. As a hero action attack, deal 7 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has Death Glow attached, this attack gains overkill. So go after a minion, get all your benefits off of it, and also push through some damage onto the villain. So there's some really nice specialist cards for Valkyrie. And next up we have Aggression. And what would Valkyrie be without trusty Thor? So Thor appearing as an ally, doing that 3 damage, but with 2 consequential damage. But he does have toughness. And interrupt: when Thor attacks a minion engaged with a player, spend a lightning resource, resolve this attack against each minion engaged with that player. So really sort of going after multiple minions in there. Then we have Throg. And after Throg enters play, give him a tough status card if you're engaged with a minion. So quite nice. Again, another deck that's going after minions. Angela. After Angela enters play under your control, search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play and engage with you. Shuffle the encounter deck, and if a minion was not put into play this way, discard Angela. So, okay, so you're going after the minions with that, but 0 cost, so could come back around quite easily and nicely, and doing 2 damage for 1 consequential. So that's quite nice. Then we have a Hall of Heroes. After you defeat a minion, place 1 glory counter there, and exhaust Hall of Heroes and remove 3 gold crowns from to draw 3 cards. So that's quite nice. Build that up throughout the game. Obviously, it's going to take a little time potentially with those minions, but really looking forward to it. What would an aggro deck be without 2 copies of combat training, giving you +1 attack, 3 copies of quick strike to deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack, so gaining some benefit. Smash the problem if all in doubt. Thwart, exhaust your hero, remove threat from the scheme equal to your hero's attack. So really helping those weaker thwart heroes. Then we have the best defense, 3 copies of. As a defense, when your hero defends against an attack, use its attack instead of its defense value. So really playing off of that. And if you do, you would have the audacity to pull that off. And that's a hero response. After you spend this card, deal 1 damage to the villain. And it's a wild resource, so that's quite nice to have. And then we have our double copy of Power Aggression for that extra wild, and also double cost for aggros. Okay. We'll get these ones out of the way. We've just got the 3 standard copy of Energy, Genius and Strength. We have the Bifrost. So play only if your identity has the Asgard's trait. Exhaust Bifrost, search your deck for an Asgard ally and play it, paying its cost. So quite nice to go searching for those heroes that you're after. And then we have 3 copies of Godlike Stamina. So again, play only if you've got the Asgard trait. Heal 2 damage from your identity. You may discard a status card from your identity for 0 cost. That's really quite nice. Obviously, I believe we've only got Valkyrie and Thor with the Asgard trait, which is a shame, so you can only use it in those 2 decks. But as a basic, who knows, that could be coming out in the future. So, obligation for Valkyrie. Trouble in Otherworld. Valkyrie cannot attack the enemy with Deathglow attached. Alter Ego, spend 2 resources, remove Trouble in the Otherworld from the game. So that's going to stick around. It's one of the first sort of obligations that are going to stick to a hero. And possibly a good mechanic to see again in future. And she will be up against the Enchantress. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity. Shuffle the encounter deck, I'm assuming. 5 damage for a minion is quite high. But obviously only got that 2 scheme 1 attack. And we do have 2 copies of Seduce in the Nemesis pack. Attached to your identity, you cannot make basic attacks or play attack events, alter ego, again spending resources. So they're really going to sort of linger around and hinder Valkyrie if they come out. And then we do have another attachment as Beguiled. Treat attached ally as an enthralled minion with a blank text box. Attached minion scheme is equal to its printed thwart, and it does not take consequential damage. Nice. So attach it to the ally with the highest cost without Beguiled attached. Attached ally engages with its controller, otherwise it gains surge. So really using your friends against you. And our size scheme has a hinder, and players cannot discard attachments that are attached to friendly characters. Really going along with that Nemesis pack. Stop. So these are our copies for deck building. We've got Problem Solvers for a Justice trait. Alliance. Hero action. Exhaust an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Remove X threat from each scheme where X is equal to the controller's combined thwart of those characters. So that's going to be really nice for getting players together and pushing out for different traits, encouraging sort of mixing and matching. So that's really quite nice. We've got 3 copies of that, but we look like we've only got 2 copies of leadership training. So leadership, and that'll be because there's max 2 per deck. Alter ego action, exhaust this card and remove 1 training counter from it. Choose a leadership blue event in your discard pile and shove it into your deck. Okay. Very nice. So it's got 2 uses on there. Then we've got 3 copies of Cosmic Alliance. So an event, basic. Players can pay the cost of this as a group. That's nice for the Alliance. Obviously with that 4 cost earlier. And hero action, choose an Avenger character and a Guardian character and ready those characters. So really nice, like putting that in potentially a Thor deck, which would be both. And then finally we have Anticipation. So this is protection aspect, max 1 per player, hero interrupt. When you engage a minion, discard this card, ready your hero. Okay, so again, really quite nice if you wanted to go put that into a Thor or even a Valkyrie deck. So that would be really nice. Okie dokie then. So thank you for joining us for this hero box opening for Valkyrie for Marvel Champions, the card game. If you haven't done so already, please check out our other videos on the channel, give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.